from New York Comic Con 2014, brought to you by Marvel Contest of Champions from Kabam. I'm, of course, Lorraine Sink, host and writer of Marvel's The Watcher, joined by
Ryan Penagos, a.k.a. Marvel's Agent M.
And we are joined by the illustrious Axel Alonso, editor-in-chief of Marvel. How you doing?
I'm great.
How's the con treating you thus far?
Well, it's very early, so far so good.
No crazy fires to put out just yet?
No, not yet. I had a retailer panel that went over very well. We had a great event last night where we unveiled our plans for an upcoming event, Secret Wars, and that went very well. So far so good.
So we can't talk much about Secret Wars. What can we say about Secret Wars right now?
I'd just say it's the grandfather of all events. You know, we call it Secret Wars for a reason. This is an original story. It's something we've been building to for years, literally for years. And it's so big that even when we've been planning other events like Axis, which we'll talk about in a minute, or Original Sin, we've always said, let's just make sure we don't do anything to upend the cart so that we can't do Secret War.
Yeah, that's amazing. And the creative team is rock solid.
Yes, Jonathan Hickman is writing and Esad Ribic is drawing.
Just when I heard that Esad was going to do the whole story, I was like, all right, great, you know, we win. That's it, because he's just incredible.
Well, Esad's an amazing artist. He claims that he drew the first few pages and ripped them up because he was dissatisfied with them. He's such a perfectionist. I said you should just give me the pages. I would give him a good home. But no, I mean, it's his time. You know, he's being one of the rock solid artists in our line. His work on Thor really has defined the title for the last several years. And this is his moment in the spotlight. It's really cool.
How long has this been sort of under wraps, like going, how long have you been planning this event?
Well, as I said to Dan Buckley last night, I can't believe that we got to that announcement and were able to get there without this spilling, because this has been in formation in some form or another for 4 years. It's had a title for at least 3 years. And we've been aligning everything. The entire Marvel Universe has been pointed toward this event. So the fact that we got there is a testimony to tight lips, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Now, that actually reminds me a little bit of Captain America, of course, is now Sam Wilson. And that we've been talking about for so long that there was even like a little winky joke at the end of that issue where it was like, are we even surprised? Kind of moment as Sam Wilson comes out. But that also is leading into Axis. What can you tell fans about Axis if they haven't picked it up yet?
Well, Axis it's funny because this is an event that wasn't really originally pitched as an event. Rick Remender, who always thinks big, came to the room with an idea for a huge, uncanny Avengers event, a weekly shipping story, and his ideas were so big, they were so good that it just gained momentum in the room. And next thing we knew, we were saying, think bigger, involve more characters. Let this span outward, you know, and include the rest of the Marvel Universe. And, you know, again, like other events, like Avengers versus X-Men, this is an event that spans the Marvel Universe, has repercussions for everybody. It will transform a number of characters in meaningful, long-term ways. You know, this is just an instance where a good idea got bigger and better.
I love that.
That's amazing. And the creative team on the artists all across the board. I mean, we're in like a really interesting place. So many amazing artists on so many books. Who's catching your eye a lot lately?
Who isn't, really? I mean, I think that's the thing. Right now, we really have a mantra, and it's know-how style. We want all of our books to have an identity. Each book, it's about finding the right writer and the right artist and turning them loose on with the best material, you know, on the best characters. So for us, there's no formula. It's really about just trusting our gut and coming up with writers who bring big stuff, like Jason Aaron, who brought the female Thor. Rick Remender, who brought us Sam Wilson as Cap. I'm a lifelong Falcon fan. I discovered Captain America back when it was Captain America Falcon, and he was, for me, even more relatable because he was sort of like Cap's conscience. You know, he was his ear to the ground. He was a street level guy, and so to see him wrapped in the red, white, and blue, and to sort of wrestle what it means to be Captain America is long overdue. Ditto for the female Thor. You know, this is one of these instances where, you know, Jason had an idea for a story, and you know, it wasn't lost on us that this would be something that would raise eyebrows and get people's, you know, all heated up. We had no idea it would connect the way it does. Yeah. And I think in part that's due to the fact that we now live in a world where everyone knows who Thor is. Everyone knows who Iron Man is. You couldn't have imagined this world 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
And you've introduced a ton of female titles as well, and we just got Squirrel Girl this week announced, which I know cosplayers in particular are so
Sure.
excited about. Where did that come from?
Well, I think it wasn't really so much an initiative as when I was encouraging the editorial staff to take a look deep down the catalog and find characters they thought were cool. It just so happened a lot of them were women. And then we started to see how people were responding to these books. And again, these books aren't aimed at women per se. Some of them are, some of them, they're aimed at readers.
Yeah.
We're looking for readers. And I think if you look at our output, you know, there's a lot of diversity there. Elektra is very different from She-Hulk, is very different from Ms. Marvel, both tonally and aesthetically. And that's really what we're encouraging here. I'm very excited at Sunday's inaugural AIC panel, the Axel in Charge panel. I have a number of guests, and I'm very excited about the stuff we're announcing there. At the Women of Marvel panel, we're going to be making an announcement about a new ongoing series featuring a female character whose, let's just say, her Q rating is through the roof, and it's written by a female writer I'm thrilled to be working with. So yeah, it's a good time.
I like it. Good teases right there.
Where can people find you on Twitter and beyond?
I only do Twitter, and I don't do Facebook or any of that stuff. I am Axel Alonso Marv. AXEL-ALONSO-MARV.
Yes.
And when is your panel on Sunday if people want to check out the Axel in Charge panel?
Oh, I don't know exactly where the room is. I believe it's...
It's probably 1A06. That's where most of our panels
are. I believe
are.
it's early in the day, like noonish.
Yep.
Look it up on the schedule.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I will be moderating.
Yeah, rock and roll. Thank you, Axel. Appreciate it. We'll be back really soon. A bunch of guests. It's going to be a crazy day. Stay tuned. Hello, Marvelites. I'm Ryan.